Hello YouTubers, this is Layla. Today it's 11:28 or 12:28, 12:29 of December 2017. Actually, in my last video, sorry, this has been like a fast forward moment of the Pinto Bobcat kit. As you can tell, a little bit of this wear there on the lettering, which was fine the other day. As you can tell, I'm just about near done. It only took a few days to get this far into the kit. Excuse me. And right now, I still have the blower belt to do, the fuel pump. And right here in my hand is the actual fuel tank, which will actually go right into there. Now, the other thing I've done, and I started to paint, was the belly pan, which actually goes underneath the, I'll show you here, underneath the actual frame. Pretty much this is going to be built as a nostalgic Bobcat back in the 70s. The moon discs, they actually, each one of these moon discs, here I'll zoom it out a little bit, were from the kit. So with that being said, once I get the whole body and frame together, it'll be completely done. There is going to be a base being built for this. And the reason why this one's going to have a base belt is the fact that the actual, excuse me, the actual model kit, being this as old as it is, it's going to get a special place, almost like a special home. Didn't really go too much with this type of kit. I'm trying to keep it as a nostalgic series, like, you know, keep it there together and make sure everything is intact and set up. And what's going to happen, you have to kind of excuse me a little bit. my allergies are starting to kick in a little bit, which is not really too good for me right now at the moment. It's the winter time. I'm getting been getting a little sick between allergies and whatnot. And all this here, this is the back half of the car, back half of the Pinto. Of course, you got your guards for the, so this way it covers everything up top. And you know what's really cute about this kit, and I actually looked at this body, and it's actually quite adorable. If you look how small that body is, and look at the design, I always thought this was kind of cool for a Pinto Bobcat kit. But in the reality of it, which I think will be really nice, because once I get the proper color, I might just go with a white, and just, or I might leave it the plastic white, and everything else all in color, and just kind of get the decals that pop up. And I'll show you why. The actual model kit, and I'll tell you why this is an old kit. Now, I'm going to put the decal sheet up against it, because it's a small decal sheet, nothing very special, but that's how old that decal sheet is. They don't make the old, you know, all this stuff here, Pinto Mite, or Bob Scat. You know, of course, then you got the old taillights set up between the Ford and Pinto. So, I think instead of painting the actual body, I'm going to do it, which I've never done before in many, many years, was leave a plastic color of the white. And I think that will make everything pop out. Like I said, I like the plastic white on this, the old vintage white. I'm I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, and I'll just add these decals to it. So I have, you know, at least the memorabilia of the original Pinto kits that came out back in the day. Like all this here, I'm just going to glue the back. I'm just going to paint these up silver, slap it on, and call it good. I've never done a bare plastic model kit body like this in white in many years, and I think that will look really good. I was thinking of red to accent the frame with it, but because I've looked at everything here, I don't want things to be dark or clashed. So I think the white with the red frame and the moon caps, as you can see, are going to work. I think that'll accent it very nicely. With the zoomies being black, they'll come out having the zoomies painted up with like a flat black or a semi-gloss. But I think a flat black will work. But also been toying with using the old asbestos exhaust pipes if I want to make it more better looking. So I'm going to probably end up shortening these down just a little bit over by the as you can tell, shorten them down right over here along this little section right here. So in the next video, hopefully you'll see more of this being built up, and I think it will accent it very nicely with the zoomies coming out. Like I said, it did have the kit zoomies, but I think I'm going to go with something maybe it has a little bit more balls to it. Kind of keep it more like what it was back, you know, in the 70s and the 60s when they had cars, the drag cars that had this type of setup, and just shorten this down a little bit. Good old kit bashing, and it always works. But pretty much that's where I stand at the moment with the car, with the model. Gonna clean it up a little bit and just call it good. I think I'm just gonna leave it all white. The original thought was for it, and I'll make it brief, was doing a primer black on the body, but I don't think a primer black for this is something I'm going to do because being in respect of the old vintage kits, during like the 70s and the 80s, actually because this is a Pinto, I'm going to stay more into the classic model kit ABS plastic, and I don't know what that is on my finger, but so all this will be built, and it'll be put together as what it should be, and then hopefully in the next video or the next few it'll be done that way. But before I go, I am going to show you my awesome Christmas present I got, and I've been using it. We're going to go over here, and this is something I actually started getting into, my new paint booth for Christmas with the Lazy Susan, and of course running it all up in there at the event, the tubing for the back for the side window over here, and it actually works. But there we go. It takes a while to warm up. I had to replace the extension cord that was connected over there because it was no good. So it's not bad for a Christmas present. Been having a ball. I broke it in the first day. The very exact moment I got it for Christmas. I opened the box up and had set up and plugged in the new paint booth. So now I can start spraying down here for consistent painting, which I've been trying to do for a very long time. But like I said, I'm going to be doing this as a Ford Pinto, all white. I know it looks kind of cheesy with a white, you know, plastic body, but I'm doing it that way. And the second coat of a belly pan, which will go under, and of course the fuel tank will be painted the same color as the belly pan, which I'll be getting to at some point. I can't say I'm going to be able to today, but it'll happen at some point. And if you always have a hard to reach areas or small pieces you can't get into, I recommend picking up a pair of tweezers like these. As you can tell by the wear and tear on the, not wear and tear, but because I use them for painting for small parts, and they're very helpful for tiny pieces that you can't get into. Worth the money. Not bad for like $8 or so. And of course, my age-old, decrepit, and worn out plastic snippers for parts trees. And I use my X-Acto blade every now and then for clearing out the holes on the plastic parts to get the pieces in. Of course, you can tell the blade's kind of dull. And replaced, had an old rubber cement, but I had to replace that one because of some dry up issues. Pretty much other than that, this is it for now. I'm over my time limit on the video. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things of making more YouTube videos. Hopefully, you'll see more of my videos at some point, and if you happen to like, feel free to subscribe, and I will. And if you have a comment in the section below, please leave one. Like I said, if anything, if I don't respond right away to the comment section, it may take up to about a couple weeks with everything that's been going on in my personal life, and also trying to get things squared away because I'm going to be moving eventually soon. That's another thing, but that's not until a ways off for like another year. Until then, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and hopefully to see y'all soon. Bye for now.